Ah, thank you very much for joining me again. I hope you're going to enjoy this just as much as the last one, if not more. Back there we crossed over Haycroft Bridge and the little hamlet was called Gawthrop. We're now heading for Millthrop and eventually Sedbergh. Over to the right hand side there you can see part of the Howgills range of hills around Sedbergh Way, and this is just a delightful lane. Originally I presume it was really just intended for the farms, so it would have been little more than a track. It's now been surfaced and doesn't see much use apart from cyclists and people like myself. Now this was back in the summer. I stopped here because there were cows being herded into that field. I had to stop for about 25 minutes while the girls, loads and loads of them, all came up this lane into that field from the farm further down where they've been milked, and that was rather nice. Well, I think that's just why I love these lanes, because you never know what you're going to find, and it's always a surprise. Very little traffic, you know, just the occasional Land Rover maybe, or tractor, and but generally it's a young woman with a load of cows. Now over on the right hand side is the River Dee. We can't see it just at the moment, but when we get a bit further along we get closer to it. Now you can see that the lane is actually littered with all sorts of debris, one sort of thing or another, and that's where the crankcase shield has really come into its own, especially along here, because it's protecting the engine from getting absolutely smothered in all sorts, and stones of course, which wouldn't do it much good. But I'm not one of those who oh no, it's all mucky, I can't take my bike out on these roads. That's what the thing's for after all, for me. And it just washes off when you get back, and it enables me to get to these places which otherwise I simply wouldn't be able to. I certainly wouldn't want to drive a car down here, off to the right here. Don't want to go down there. And cycling is beyond me now. I would have cycled it in the past, and a lot of cyclists do use this route because it is so quiet and so picturesque. But we're travelling at the same speed as, actually probably a bit slower than the cyclists would. We're travelling at very slow speeds and enjoying the journey. I hope you are too, especially now the sun's behind us and we've got blue sky and puffy white clouds. Oh, absolute delight. It's nice to be able to share this with you. Now this is a bit slippery just here, so we're going to go over to the right. Ooh, very slippery. Since that experience I have lowered the tyre pressures a bit front and rear, and it now rides much more smoothly over these bits. Yeah, there's a sheep running up there. I didn't realise that at the time. I was aware of it vaguely, but it's nice to see it again. Well used to me, I'm sure. People like me, but perhaps on bicycles. Although it's sunny, this was quite early in the morning, as you can see, about 8, well, just come up at 9 o'clock. The high is the River Dee over on the right hand side, which is quite broad at this point. But we have had a lot of rain. I suppose that's to be expected Nice bridge across. Nice bit of open bit there. You could have rather a nice picnic there in the summer. A little flask of tea and cheese and pickle sandwich. I shall do that. Oh, water splash. Hopefully not too deep. No trouble at all. Right, we're nearing the end of this particular section, and it's nice to share it with you. Hope you're enjoying it, and if you are, then join me for the next section, which takes us to Sedbergh. We just get through this bit of water, and that's it, and see you again soon, I hope.